3, 2, 1. Hey guys, it's Tom from Side Questing, and we're trying something a little different today. I really wanted to go over the trailer that dropped at San Diego Comic-Con for Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice, and I figured this might be the best way to do it. I don't know, this is all really new and experimental, so we're just going to roll the trailer. I have it on monitor right here, and we're going to go over it and just analyze it, I guess. So let's get into it.
Today is a day for truth. The world needs to know what happened and to know what he stands for.
So all of this seems to be stuff that we already knew was coming. The Superman being held accountable for, the whole thing in Metropolis. This is new, so that's very exciting. Got Bruce Wayne here running up in Metropolis in the midst of a Zod fight. Child.
Let the
We get
record
the
show that
Wayne
the committee holds him
Wayne
responsible.
Financial.
That's how it starts.
All right, so this is the first thing that kind of caught me off guard a little bit, because not a whole lot of Batman having a family, so that came off as a little weird. We'll see what they do with it. Maybe it'll be cool. Maybe it'll be god awful. I'm approaching this with being cautiously optimistic about this because I really love Batman. I don't care about Superman all that much, so I'm really hoping that it's good. But I'm not sure how they're gonna put this in. Maybe they're talking about like Robin. Maybe they're talking about someone else. Families can be a loose term. But yeah, let's keep going.
The fever.
VO from the original trailer. We got some training montage.
Cruel.
We got a good look at is it Jeremy Irons? I'm really bad with names. New Alfred. So I really like his look of hipster Alfred here, but it's really weird having someone that, if this is Alfred, being not much older than Batman himself. He looks like he's got 10, maybe 15 years at most on old Bruce there, which I'm used to Alfred being much, much older than Batman. So I'm not sure how I feel about it yet. He looks good though. So yeah, let's keep rolling.
This Bat vigilante is like a one-man reign of terror.
You don't get to decide what the right thing is. Nobody cares about Clark Kent taking on the Batman.
This means something. It's all some people have. It's all
I feel
that gives them
like
hope.
the Batman, the Superman stuff seems to be so self-serious
What they don't understand. Be their
and a
hero,
little too
Clark.
up its own
Be
ass.
their angel. Be their monument. Be anything they need you to be. Or be none of it.
The spaceship.
You don't owe this world a thing.
Kind of
You never
does though,
did.
because he brought aliens here, wrecked shit.
Do you know the oldest lie in America, Senator? The devils don't come from
Got a good
hell
look at Lex
beneath us.
Luthor with his hair.
They come from the sky.
20 years in.
All right, so this here is where I'm getting pretty interested. So we got the suit here with clearly spray painted by Joker, and it's clearly a Robin suit. You got the logo right up here, I think. But so this could be introducing the history of Jason Todd, who famously died in the 1988. Was it 1988? I'm gonna say 1988. Death in the Family storyline, where Joker kidnaps Jason Todd and tortures him and makes what will become the Red Hood, who we've seen in a variety of mediums. Most recently, Batman Arkham Knight. I know there was some DLC and all that, but the costume does not look like you expect it to look for a Robin. It's very dark and drab, much like the rest of these Zack Snyder pieces. But yeah, I really like that. Is probably the most exciting thing for me out of this whole trailer so far, is introducing the larger Bat family. And that is what leads me to believe that maybe they're not talking about him and a wife or whatever in that earlier thing, that they're talking about his Bat family. Because maybe are the other Robins in this canon now? Because how long has Batman been doing his thing before the events of Dawn of Justice? That's what I want to know. That's what I'm really excited to find out about. Let's keep going.
As are left. How many stayed that way? He has the power.
All right, let's go back a few frames. So this was in the original trailer. These Superman stormtroopers, the guy's logo over here, can play into the whole absolute power corrupts absolutely thing that they were going on about. Has he been completely blinded by power? They've touched on that in a bunch of things. They touched on that in what was it? Injustice recently, and a bunch of other stuff. But this could also be an analog for there's a lot of stuff from Dark Knight Returns in here, as we've seen, as we're going to see. But this could be his version of, like, the Sons of Batman, essentially. But they're more vigilantes. This seems a lot more official and institutionalized than anything else. So this is really interesting, kind of scary for the Batman-Superman universe. So let's see what's going on.
Has the power to wipe out the entire human race.
Bat signal going.
And we have to destroy it.
God, I love that scene. Okay, that's what's, how many times do we have to establish the death of Bruce Wayne's parents? Like, I don't know a single person who doesn't know that his parents are dead. I know a lot of people that know nothing about comic books. So just drop us into a world, assume that people know that Batman's family is dead, because I don't need to see it time and time again. We got Gal Gadot, both in and out as Wonder Woman. All right, so here we go. First off, Gal Gadot looks great. I'm really excited about Gal Gadot. She looks fantastic as Wonder Woman. I'm really excited to see what she does with the character. This, though, which looks very much like the Sons of Batman from The Dark Knight Rises, the famous Frank Miller story that they are aping a ton of stuff from for this story. And, man, I'm so excited to see how this goes. So we got the Superman Militia. I'm not sure, like, gunning dudes down. You got this seemingly Sons of Batman guy just fighting. So we're not sure. Does Superman come in to try and purge? What happens? I don't know, does it become like in The Dark Knight Returns when there is an order to Superman that you have to come and take out Batman? Or is it I don't know how this is going to go, but this is all... Dark Knight Returns is my favorite piece of comic book media. It is amazing. It is fantastic. Frank Miller's horrible politics aside that I do not agree with, I think he's a really bad person in general. But his work is fantastic. And Dark Knight Returns is the best one. So to see this much from Dark Knight Returns in these movies, a movie that I always wanted to see, is very exciting. Batmobile.
He is not our enemy.
Lex Luthor. So they said that they're going to delve into, just show the whole experiment gone awry that brings him, that makes Lex Luthor bald, which is good because long-haired Jesse Eisenberg, Lex Luthor, is really weird to me. But he's got the kryptonite here. We'll see how that's going to work. But yeah, he looks good. He seems to be playing the character well. What's up with my audio?
Black and blue.
Gal Gadot, I'm really liking Gal Gadot emotion. That is really exciting to see him actually using a grappling hook and zipping around in the comics and games.
Day versus night.
The day versus night motif.
The red capes are coming. The red capes are coming.
I really want this to be good. I do. I love Batman, and Dark Knight Returns is my favorite story, and they are pulling so much stuff. They're putting in stuff about Jason Todd. Hopefully, they're putting in like the Sons of Batman and this whole Superman militia. All of these things seem awesome, and I'm really excited. I really don't even know what to say. Shit. It looks so good. But a lot of things can be bad about it. And that's what I'm worried about. So I'm hoping it isn't the case. We're not going to know until next year. But a boy can dream. Till then, hopefully this thing worked out. Maybe we'll do more of them. Who knows? We'll see how the whole thing goes. So yeah, until next time, I'm Tom. Go over to sidequest.com and check it out.